unsavory people sitting in a pub. Three SWGoH geniuses in a place that serves beer. Or three people with malicious intent in an establishment used for having a drink. What a silly name! Less than three, I go pee. Exactly three, that's for me. More than three, hey, why is ignorance here? No one knows! And it goes on and on and on. But there's this one thing we gotta say. Fuck you, Bones! Every hour on the hour, we sing with all our hearts. Fuck you, Bones! Give in to the power. It is the love that imparts. Adore these three people in this pub. Can't listen to him for hours. Bad takes he had to endure. His takes are beautiful flowers in a deep sea full of poo. He said fuck bit and nasty once, but in a respectful way. Got bullied by a baroness once, so I guess that is okay. And it goes on and on and on. But there's this one thing we gotta say. Fuck you, Bones! Every hour on the hour, we sing with all our hearts. Fuck you, Bones! Give in to the power. It is the love that imparts. He's way cooler than Captain Amazing, said he himself. And we're still waiting for that list. You surely must have missed of all the stupid shit that happened in the Acolyte. He streams on Twitch, does the Hutts Hangout. Three scoundrels in a cantina. How does he find the time for that? But there are questions left unanswered. Why doesn't he have bad batch? What does the 88 stand for? Why does a grown-up man wear a base cap? But C-Squared told him he had a parade. Takes this compliment with him forever. Fuck you, Bones! Every hour on the hour, we sing with all our hearts. Fuck you, Bones! Give in to the power. It is the love that imparts. When will this song finally end? In the internet wilds, there is a streamer with shitty takes, with jokes so bad they're almost a crime, yet people tune in every single time. Marvel Strike Force, Raid and the like. Watching him is similar to a hike. Annoying and stressful, exhausting and long. I say keep watching, but please be strong. And it goes on and on and on. But there's this one thing we gotta say. Fuck you, Bones! Every hour on the hour, we sing with all our hearts. Fuck you, Bones! Give in to the power. It is the love that imparts. The good, the bad, and the bones. A trio of unsavory people sitting in a pub. Three SWGoH geniuses in a place that serves beer. Or three people with malicious intent in an establishment used for having a drink. What a silly name! Less than three, I go pee. Exactly three, that's for me. More than three, hey, why is ignorance here? No one knows! And it goes on and on and on. But there's this one thing we gotta say. Fuck you, Bones! Every hour on the hour, we sing with all our hearts. Fuck you, Bones! Give in to the power. It is the love that imparts. Adore these three people in this pub. Can't listen to him for hours. Bad takes he had to endure. His takes are beautiful flowers in a deep sea full of poo. He said fuck bit and nasty once, but in a respectful way. Got bullied by a baroness once, so I guess that is okay. And it goes on and on and on. But there's this one thing we gotta say. Fuck amazing, said he himself. And we're still waiting for that list. You surely must have missed of all the stupid shit that happened in the Acolyte. He streams on Twitch, does the Hutts Hangout. 3 scoundrels in a cantina. How does he find the time for that? But there are questions left unanswered. Why doesn't he have bad batch? What does the 88 stand for? Why does a grown-up man wear a base cap? But C-Square told him he had a parade. Takes this compliment with him forever. Fuck you, Bones, every hour on the hour, we sing with all our hearts. Fuck you, Bones, give in to the power, it is the love that imparts. When will this song finally end?
Welcome to the Hutts Hangout. Grab your blasters and blue milk because we're about to deep dive into the game where Hutts rule and 3 scoundrels drool. On this episode, we have a very special guest. We have Womrat is currently out, I should say Maui, is out on a mission to restore some sense of credibility, maybe, to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. He's on search for some positive news. So unfortunately, he misses out on meeting our special guest, who I believe we have poached or stolen from the 3 scoundrels. He was in line to do that this week, and then I was like, hey, you can come on ours, and we'll gladly let you say whatever the hell you want. And yeah, so welcome, the Berm. How are you?
Good. I'm glad to be on the show, man.
We like I
Glad to
said
be
to
here.
Womrat, we've raided into you a couple of times, but it's like midnight or later for me. So I've normally been like, "Hi, how's it going? You know, I'll talk to you later," because I'm like, I'm uploading this to Spotify and I am going to bed. Like it's way too late after just sitting there talking Star Wars for like 2 hours. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I feel you.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
no, I guess like I was telling you earlier, it's super early in the morning for me. So it's
yeah,
like 6 a.m. now. So
yeah. Because you're
yeah,
West
I
Coast,
wake
is that
up
right?
and immediately turn on my stream. Like I grab coffee and I sit down and hit the go live button. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm on Mountain Time.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
Because West Coast then even further, so it'd be even earlier for West Coast.
it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right now it's 5 a.m. West Coast. Yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
Well, I guess let's do some basic introductory sort of things. So first off, I'm guessing you're still here. Yep. Okay. I saw your
I was closing
headphones.
my office door.
Yeah. So what GP are you at?
I actually just got the 9mm GP the other day. Yeah.
Okay. So where are
Yep.
you? You obviously do GACs. Where are you sitting? Like Kyber, or are you still on the way to Kyber?
Still on the way to Kyber. I'm in a Rhodium 5 right now.
Okay.
I was in a Rhodium 3 and went on vacation for a week and got demoted a couple times for not playing. I joined, I just didn't play, and got demoted, and that's how it goes. I was busy. I was just busy. Took my kids to Disney, so it was like I'm not gonna play Star Wars Galaxy Heroes all day. I just logged in, did one battle, and turned it back off.
That is a tight. Surely you
Yeah.
get like some bonus. I don't know, extra stats, or you get some free banners or something for being at Disney, or doesn't they don't recognize it there? Being owned by Disney,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, hey, he logged in from Disney. We should give him some extra banners, guys.
Yeah, or just
Like, let's just
like
give
an
it to him.
inbox of gems or something. Here's 5,000 gems for.
They should.
Yeah.
They should have like a check-in place where
Yeah.
you're in the park and you just click a button and they're like, "Oh, here you go. Here's some free gyms.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by the cantina at Disney."
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, what guild are you in?
My guild is called Peace is a Lie. It's
Okay.
what are we at? We're at like 570, I think.
Yeah, right. That's pretty good. So for
That sounds right.
9,
I think
yeah,
it's like
so you're about,
570.
yeah, that's not too far off sort of average. Because I sort of always sit there and go, 50 people in a guild. If you're on that average, so you're probably a little bit lower than the average, which is about right. You sort of always want to be pushing it a little bit. So, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, they're 580.
Yeah.
I think I'm the lowest GP. Oh no, there's somebody we let somebody in that was lower than me. I was the
Okay.
lowest GP. Um, I'm the second lowest GP now. So,
Okay.
yep.
And you said that you enjoy your guild because they uh, very much tell you what datacrons to farm and things like that. So, yeah,
Yeah, no, no, it's
thanks for
cool, man.
thinking.
It's funny because I didn't think it would be so hard. I didn't think a guild being so hardcore would be like so much fun per se. Um,
Okay.
and but it's like in TW, like I don't have to think about it other than attacking. I don't have to think about anything. Like I get my orders in hot utils.
Yep.
If you don't have hot utils, you still use it to know what they want you to put. But
Yep.
since I have hot utils, I literally just click place and it does everything for me.
Good.
Um, and then yeah, it's nice because it's like here's the team we want. Here are the datacrons we want with that team. I just click a button and now my TW is done until it's time to attack.
Yeah.
So
Do you have to report
yeah,
your
and
attacks or
they
anything like that?
I don't know.
Okay. So
No,
it's not
they're
that
not
crazy.
quite to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. I don't know that I would do it if it was that crazy, actually. I was in a guild where they wanted me to do stuff like that, and I was like, I'm good, guys. I'm I'm good.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I don't have
went
time for all that.
from was actually leader of the House of the Hut, and we had like our officers were really good, but everybody just slowly got burnt out, which happens, and just we just didn't have people who wanted to step up and take the position. So we sort of, I guess, merged or got absorbed was probably the better word, into like the Mighty Chlorians. So we went from what we thought was serious or semi-serious to that sort of alliance, and it's like, yeah, we were casual. But
Yeah, you don't realize until
yeah,
like there's always like a more hardcore guild, right? Where you're like, oh man, we're pretty hardcore, and then you get into the next guild. And that's what happened to me is I was like, and I've always been in a guild that's too big for me, I guess, like for my account.
yep.
And I've always strived for that, but it also makes you push your account like to try to catch up.
Well, not only
Because
that,
you
but
don't
you're
want
gonna
to,
get better rewards and things like that. So your um
yeah.
potential for growth is going to be a lot better than if you were just sort of in a lower guild, I guess. So, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's just as long as you're willing to put in the work, I've noticed a lot of guilds are willing to work with people, right? When people are like, "Oh, I don't know if I can get in that better guild, and I don't know if I can." It's like, I mean, just ask. That's all
yeah,
I ever did is I just if I saw an ad for a guild I wanted to be in, I just asked.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Worst I can say is no, right? And you sort of
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
changed.
and they a lot of people do.
Yeah,
A lot of people do. A lot of people do. They're like, "Hey, we appreciate you reaching out, but you're not quite where we want." And I'm
yeah,
like, "Okay, cool. I'll just keep looking."
hmm, yeah. And that
I
was
also
kind
recruit a
of
lot for all the guilds that I've ever been in. So it's like I get it. I get it. Like when you get in the higher guilds, like and you post guild ads, like you just get spammed with
yeah,
people trying to join that shouldn't be in the guild. I get it.
yeah,
Um but sometimes you let those people in depending on what they're working on and what they're doing and what their goals are.
Yeah.
So
When we moved across to the Mighty Chlorians, so we had like 40 something people, right? Tried to go across into one of their 8 or 9 guilds. And the hard part was trying to find what my guild wanted out of the guilds in the Mighty Chlorians. So they were pretty willing to accept our lower players if they liked and were going to participate in. So like each of the guilds in Mighty Chlorians have sort of got a focus. So some guilds are very focused on TB and, expect you to sort of have TB Omicrons or operations. And then some are like TW focused and they want you to have TW Omicrons. So it was kind of more trying to fit them into what they wanted, because if they're happy and willing to do the work, they're going to grow with the guild sort of thing, which I think is where sort of people have sort of got to think about what they actually are willing to do, because if they're not on the same page as the guild, well, why are they there sort of thing?
yep.
Yeah. Is it just the sake of saying I'm in a big guild? But realistically, like they're not even, they're going left and you're going right and you just happen to be getting dragged left. Like it's yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I think when people are looking for a guild, they really need to think about what they want out of the game
Yeah.
and what the guild is going for beyond the rewards that you're going to get, because it's not, if you're not lining up, either you're just going to be fighting the whole time or you're going to get kicked out of the guild anyways. So,
Or you'll find
yeah.
that a lot of the top end of the guild will start to get annoyed that the whole guild is not working towards one goal, or people are left behind a lot and they're sort of being dragged along. So it also affects the tops, people who've been in the guild for a long time and actually, do quite a bit for the guild. Yeah. So it's all around.
Yeah, no, I
It's a
agree.
difficult situation, but yeah. Um, what?
Jack, I have no problem with people telling me how to play, by the way, man. I don't like people telling me what to farm necessarily, because there are things that I want, you know? Um, but at the same time, it's like I don't mind doing things for my guild where it's like, hey, we need you to farm these things. And it's like, okay, I can get those, but there has to be some give and take, right? Where it's like, I don't mind farming these things, but when I'm done farming these few things that you want, I'm gonna farm something I want as well.
Yeah. So how did you go
Yeah.
with the raid? What is your guild sort of expecting? Like, are they wanting just a
Um,
score, or do they want a specific team, or?
Yo, what a palsy. They are expecting just a score. So, like I did DS clones. So I've got R9 across the board for the DS clones and Tarkin. When JMMW drops in a few days, I'll have him, and then I'll be probably pushing him to R9. That'll help with TW, obviously, and it'll also help with the raid. And it'll give me another R9 unit for this Relic Delta stuff. And then, and yeah, so I think, and then that'll put me at about 10 mil, and I'm just going to stop with the raid. Like farming for the raid. That'll be my last thing that I do for the raid. And other than that, I'm playing catch up on my account. So I missed a lot of early game stuff because of the way I played when I started.
Okay.
So
The
yeah.
the Jedi Master Mace team is yeah, comfortably, other than the Tarkin and Scorch one, that's the easiest and most like 100% I can do it within the first or second go. But then Mace Windu is the next most reliable. It's literally like, can you take out the guy on the far left with Depper and Mace in the first go? If you can, I don't think, I guess it probably is possible to lose, but God, you must have really fucked it up if you've gone past that first and not made it to the end. Like, I really don't think it's possible, but I'm
I can tell
always
you, Mike, you
willing to
must
be
not have
proven
watched.
wrong.
You must not. I can tell you haven't watched my stream because, or not, at least not very often. Because if I can fuck it up, dude, it's gonna get fucked up.
Okay.
It's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was learning how to do the 3-man oppo,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And I had the RNG like 9 times in a row, and I lost it every time.
Oh really?
Like, you know how
Yeah.
you have to get the
The
stun, and
stuns.
then you gotta get the other stun, and then you gotta get the assist
Yeah.
9 times in a row or something, man. And then it was like I just couldn't at the very end when you have to get the RNG right, or not the RNG, but you have to get the
The
timing right.
stats.
I
Yeah.
kept messing up. I didn't understand, and it was like I just kept,
Yeah.
and every now and then I still do it, where it's like I've got it wrong, and it's like, well, there goes that RNG. Now it's spend another 5 minutes trying to get it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I got Hondo, I'm trying to figure out what the 3-man team is for that, so that I can just piss off that 3-man clone team, because I I'm not. It's one of the things I refuse to do unless we're really close to getting to the next box, and then I'll like force myself to sit there and do it. But if I don't need to do it, I don't do it. Yeah, it's just not a fun. I like the raid, but that team, and I guess it's fair because we're not really. It's not really a team. It's just some like monstrosity that someone figured out, right? So
Yeah, I was saying like one of my things like with this obviously we're going to talk about the relic delta stuff. And one of my issues with it is that like the people that are going to quit, like I hope the people that quit aren't the ones that are coming up with these teams. Because I don't know who's coming up with this shit, man,
uh,
but it's like I would have never thought like, hey, let's use Oppo, DCT, and CX. And if you do this exact thing right here, you can beat it. But you have to do this exact thing, and it has to work this exact way for it to work.
yeah.
Like who the hell thinks of that?
And the
Who thought
right
of that?
person
Who
has
was
to
like,
assist. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then it's like, oh, here's the speed you need, and here's this and this and this, and here's what you need to do, and it's like, who thinks of that, bro?
Yeah.
Who thinks of that?
Yeah.
I mean, all we do is we just take what somebody else did most of the time. We just take what somebody else like came up with, and we just make a video about it and then share it with everybody. Like, hey, here's the way to do this, guys. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't come up with that. Somebody else did, and then we shared it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, some people in the game like I'm no expert and I don't even, claim to be close to that, but the brain, the way people think, just it's amazing. Yeah. My only thought is like, okay, so they've used Tarkin and Scorch, and then they've gone, well, I've got these other 3 Relic 9s. Let's see what we can do. And then it's just they got, oh, okay, so if we do that, and then got it down to a point where it's same as like layer. Did you ever do the layer for Endor, the speeder bike raid? Or was that
I don't have Leia,
okay?
so no.
That was
Yeah.
like you needed her specific speed, and then you pressed like skill 2, skill 1, basic skill. Like it was a very specific thing you had to do, and then on the third wave you had to use the second one first, not the third one, and yeah. But someone had figured out the exact, like you literally could sit there and like press the buttons and not even look. Yeah, pretty cool. So
Someone actually read the kits. And
yeah,
also, Ray, I can't imagine. Ray said it took him an hour to do the Tarkin Scorch. That is crazy. I've never had it take more than 2 or 3 times.
yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll get it
And
where
that's if I messed it up.
Yeah, where Tarkin doesn't one hit them in the first wave, but once I get past that, like it's easy. But yeah, once saying it was like typing a cheat code into the 90s videos games. 100% it was. You didn't even have to look at the screen. Yeah. It was if you had a Relic 9 and you had these specific like stats, like got to a point where the stats were, yeah, you just press the buttons in this order and it happens and you win. It was pretty cool.
I like
Uh,
it. I like it.
so is GAC your favorite like game mode?
Um, it is my most infuriating game mode. Um, I have 3 accounts, so on my big account, um, it's my favorite game mode.
Okay.
Um, or it's one of my favorite game modes. I don't know if it's my favorite. It's one of my favorites. Um, I don't care about TW at all. But I say GAC is infuriating. It's my most infuriating because on my other accounts, one of my accounts is 3 mil, and the other one I just made a new one. Just I actually put it in like a guild. Just one of my guild mates made a new guild, and I was like, hey, I can make a new account and throw it in there. And but then their guild just wasn't growing, so I took it out anyways. Like I don't know why, but they just can't get people to join the guild. And but anyway, yeah. So when you're in Carbonite, I don't know how often when the last time you guys in Carbonite was, but it's broken as shit, dude. It's broken as shit. Like
Yeah, you get a
I
lot of like GLs
my
and stuff, right?
yeah. My 3 mil account,
Yeah.
this round, I'm just gonna attack once and call it good because it's the guy's got 6 GLs,
What the
7 GLs.
fuck? Like
He's in Carbonite too. He's got 7 GLs.
if they had
Yeah.
one GL and they had rushed to that GL and hadn't really focused on GAC, I could sort of say, okay, that's shit, but okay. But for the guy to
As soon
have
as I got SLKR, as soon as I got SLKR on my main, I was out of Carbonite.
right,
That's all
okay,
it took.
yeah,
That's all it took. Yeah.
'cause-
So
yeah,
it's like,
okay. I just don't,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And there's got to be like, you know, even if it's something simple like if you have one GL or 5 million GP, whatever number you want to put onto it, you can't be in this bracket. You are forced into the next bracket and you can't drop down any lower than draw the line in the sand, right? And if you've got all your GLs, you cannot be past, I don't know, Erodium, right? I don't know what
Mm.
you set a line that you've got everything. Don't go down any further past here, and you might just have a fucking wall
I
of
think,
about 400 people sitting
I
there.
think the, I think the issue that I think their problem with that is that there are crystals associated with it, which is like
Oh,
the, I mean, that's the currency for buying stuff, right? Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the, and you can buy crystals with money. So it's like we're essentially now once you get to a certain GP, we're just saying, hey, you just get these crystals just for existing. And I think that's their issue.
yep.
That's probably why
Okay.
they wouldn't go with something like that. Yeah. I think there's got to be a better. I think there's a better way to do the matchmaking. Like I know, obviously, we don't want the GP matchmaking. They don't want the GP matchmaking. We don't want it. Um, I'm not completely opposed to it, but I think if you just add that into the algorithm that they already have, like you just kind of like take what they're doing because what they're doing isn't the worst system in the world. And then but you just have to tweak it a little bit. Like you just do a little bit of tweaking to make it so that, um, like for instance, my baby account just hit 85, so I'll be in GAC next round. Um, so I'm going to be in GAC with 300K. Well, I can already tell you that I'm going to be going against accounts that have 5-6 million. I know that because I had a baby account before that I deleted, and it's gonna go against 5-6 million accounts. Like, and I'm not gonna be able to beat them.
And what do you yeah, what do you even do?
So
Like you put everything on
you just
defense.
attack and quit. You
Yeah.
just attack and move on. You do one attack, you take your crystals, and you move on. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Um, and that's why I've been pushing like fleet really hard, and telling people like don't worry about lower like new account stuff like that. Don't worry about GAC because it's so unreliable in the sense of like getting crystals, and it's going to infuriate you. Honestly, it's just going to make you mad. You're not going to want to play the game. Do other things while you build your account, and then once you start getting more stuff on your account, then maybe start trying to do something in GAC. Yeah.
It's a weird, just like, well, for a while there, Bones was using my account for GAC because I, you know, get everything as it comes out, basically. So it was Bones is basically like test account for what he want to do with his. But then he sort of had a lot of stuff going on and whatever. So I've taken back on the GAC stuff. And I don't hate GAC, but it just doesn't really excite me. And like Wombrad has shown me how to scout, which sort of builds in this little mini game of, oh, what are they going to place and what can I do to, so that's sort of getting me interested. But then you get into like, I open the fleets and I fucking hate fleets. And Executor with the dick plate, or I can't even think what it's actually called. What's a Dengar ship?
The P1.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that name though.
I'm like, fuck, I can't. Bones has drilled that name into me so much, I wouldn't actually have a clue what the name of the ship is. Yeah, with that, I see that and I'm just like, I lose all interest. I finish off the ground ship, ground characters, and then just try and see what I can get. But yeah, but yes.
So in my opinion, the best thing you could do, if I'm assuming, because you said you get everything. I mean, if you just took, well, I guess you don't like fleets, so it might not work. But this is what I'm about to do on my main account. I have the Executor. So again, I did some really weird stuff on my account. My first fleet ship, my first main fleet, I got Leviathan. I don't have Executor. I don't have Profundity. I like the dark side in general, and so that was like my main focus on everything. My first G12 was Darth Revan. My first relic was Darth Revan, and so I already had all the stuff when Leviathan came out for the most part because I'd already grinded it. The only thing I was missing was Malgus from Proving Grounds or Conquest.
Yep.
So I just went in hard on that too, and I like I I refreshed every time. I saved up my crystals and refreshed. But anyway, so I'm about to have Executor, and I almost have Profundity. I got the 2 LSBs, not this time, but last time. And then I talked to Owie all the time actually about fleets. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw all my GL fleets on defense.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do. All my GL fleets. Well, I only have to do 2 fleets right now because I'm not in Kyber. But 2 of my GL fleets will go on defense. And then I'm gonna say good luck. Good luck, opponent. And I'm gonna off meta the other ships. I'm gonna off meta the other ones.
Yeah. My thing is I'm at the level where there is a very high chance that I can clear everything and they can clear everything. So I need to clear the fleets, which then I will often leave myself Profundity, and put Leviathan, Executor, and Malevolence on defense. They're my 3. And but I'm just useless at the ship. That's my problem. I'll just shit at them. So if I can get that under control, I think I would enjoy GSC a lot more. But yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I personally I didn't like ships at first, but like this last one. So it was funny actually that Jack was saying you need Owie to guess to explain the fleets. Because he's the one that helps me with fleets. And so I agree. But I messaged him in the last GC and I was like, hey man, could you come pop in chat and help me with this fleet? And I just messaged him on Discord. But by the time he got in there, I'd already I'm very impatient. So not impatient, like I'm trying to keep moving. You know what I mean? Like I've got a limit. I have a time frame that I'm allowed to play, that I play the game in the morning. And so it's like, all right, well, I got to keep moving. I got to keep going forward. And but I did it by myself, and I beat the Executor with the Empire fleet, and I was like, oh, Owie has taught me something. Owie has taught me something because I only know the counter because usually he's like walking me through it, like click this, click this, click this. And now it's been drilled into my head. Okay, I think I know how to beat this now. I understand Like I
what's
don't
going
necessarily
on.
need to click those exact buttons, but I understand what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah, okay.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will try the
Oh yeah, Halsey did help me in the last GAC fleet as well. Yes.
I will often try the Empire verse Executor, but I've only had one time where they didn't just like hard focus the scythe. Like it might take them 2 or 3 turns to take it down, but it's like that's all that matters. They don't care about anything else.
So
Um,
so the key the key to that honestly is you take your mods off your TIE pilot.
okay.
And the
What's it?
reason you do that is because they're trying to focus like the weaker characters and or the weaker ships. So when you take or just take some of your mods off, when you take your mods off, he's weaker and they target him instead. And that's who
Oh,
you want to die anyways.
yeah, yeah. So you can bring the reinforcement in.
Yeah, like my TIE pilot only has 2 mods on, I think. And that's just because I don't mess with them. I just leave the mods off them. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Messes up your mod score, but whatever.
Ah, I wouldn't have even looked at that in the last. Oh, I probably did actually when I moved across to the Mighty Chlorians. It probably came up then, but other before then, it would have been like someone ran the bot in our Discord channel, and I'm in our Discord, and I was like, oh, I wonder what mine is, and that was my like reminder that hey, I can do that and check that. But yeah, um,
I have to
yeah.
ask you too. This is like you said don't worry about going off topic, so I'm gonna go off topic for a second. What is this pine cone thing?
So Bones, there's a running joke with Bones that to afford his purchases in game for SWGoH, he has to feed his kids pine cones, which he finds, falling off the trees. And
Okay.
it's sort of his parenting hack for anybody else who wants to spend money on the game is to feed the kids pine cones and use the money on SWGoH. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
So
wondering, I was like, I don't understand this pine cone thing.
yeah,
So
no, that's like
I
a
gotcha.
deep dive from like 2 years ago that's still sort of running. And yeah, even when Bones is not like he hasn't been around for, he did come on for a little bit last episode, but it's been a while since he's been on here because he starts work when we start, so it's like
Mm.
100% get that he should be focusing on work. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Hey, Bones, instead of doing this, you should probably go make some money, bro.
yeah.
Is that what you guys are saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah, I gotcha.
we completely support your decision to actually become, you know, a respectable part of society instead of just sitting and playing games all day. Like we dream to do it, but yeah, we'll let you go and do some jobs.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh man.
but no,
So
that's a
I
good
know
detour.
we I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know. So we've been rambling a little bit, obviously. But what I don't know. Have you talked to anybody about the Relic Delta stuff yet? I mean, have you?
Um,
What do
I've
you?
just been watching a lot of stuff, so I'm not in the test group or anything like that. Obviously, we don't have to we don't have like the followers or anything to make any sort of meaningful contributions to that discussion. But because like most of our listeners or viewers are going to be on, Egnards or Scribe or, one of those sort of places anyway. So I'm sure that if anybody is listening who isn't on one of them, I highly suggest you go join Egnards or Scribe or something like that and give your opinion on what you think with the Relic Delta. But yeah, I'm not okay. So backstep, my job is basically I'm a manager for a retirement village, but the residents aren't needing nursing and that sort of stuff, right? So my job is basically managing expectations on a daily basis and having someone come in who's
Okay.
very cranky and basically negotiating with them to bring them back down to an acceptable level for the company that I work for, right? So what I'm seeing in this whole situation is basically just a big negotiation going on, right? They've started a
Mm.
shit point. Everybody's got really shitty. They'll come in a bit. We'll accept a little bit. And we'll keep coming until they get to a point where CG probably have got a target in mind and they've started higher than that and are willing to come back to it. It's
That's
either
basic negotiation, right?
correct, yeah. It's either that or it'll be so bad that even when it gets back to what their acceptable point is, if there's so much, outrage still, maybe they just completely scrap it. But
I mean, I saw. Did you see? I thought I saw. Man, was it in Egnard's channel? I thought I saw a picture yesterday. No, it was Scribes. Maybe I think it was Scribes. Where somebody posted a picture. Maybe it was in yours. I can't remember. I'm in so many discords. Anyway, I saw a picture. It was from Meathead talking about the values,
yes,
like the percentages,
yeah,
like the new one. It looked like maybe they already lowered them a little bit.
yes, yeah. So they have added in. So the initial steps were like a 4 relic. So if it was relic 9, it would go down to relic 5. Now it's a 5 relic gap, but the maximum values are a bit lower. Probably still is a little bit high from what the community seems to be saying and what I probably feel as well. What do you like? Have you
So,
looked at the values closely?
yeah. So again, I mean, this is one point where I actually where I agree with Bones actually. um in the sense of why um I get that they're trying to implement something. They're trying to make changes to their game, right? And they're trying to obviously, like I was saying on his stream the other day, they don't want to kill their game. I mean, I don't even think they're the ones making like you were saying, it's all managerial stuff, right? And I don't think they're even the ones trying to do it. Um, and so I think they're trying to contain the damage that's going to happen, and that's why they have the testers. And to answer your question, Jack, my feeling, I don't think they've been testing. No, I don't. I think if people had been secretly testing the game, I think it would have been leaked at some point. Somebody had gotten mad and about something, or something would have happened. There's no way that streamers are testing this game in secret and nobody knew about it. Um, from my experience with people keeping secrets and stuff, it doesn't usually happen very well. So I can't imagine that people are testing in secret. But a good point is, and I had mentioned to you earlier, Mike, was that um, any kind of relic delta at all kills using people that aren't relics. Earlier, I just a little while ago, I beat an R8 Ray team that was full of a bunch of R7s with a Relic 8, Seer, R3, Star Killer, and a Gear 12 Malicos. Well, and as soon as you add any kind of Relic Delta, it doesn't matter what the numbers are, I can't use that team anymore. I have to relic my Malicos. I have to raise the relics on my Star Killer and that sort of thing. So, um, stuff like that. I have a lot of teams like that. My Treya and Savage aren't relics, and they get holds every GAC.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time they didn't get a hold, unless somebody uses a C or something like that against them. But otherwise, people try to throw other stuff at them all the time, and I get a hold. If they don't use a GL, I get a hold.
Yeah. Well, Treya is a
And that doesn't
perfect
happen anymore.
Treya is a perfect example. So my Treya team is Relic 5, and I think Savage might be like Relic 8 for operations or something like that. But like Trey is relic 5. I think Nihilus only went to relic 5 because there was a Datacron for him not long ago. So that team is gonna get shit mixed if this relic like Delta stuff comes in. And like I see what they're trying to do, but I think the values of like, yes, it's a very extreme swing, right? Where you've got the 5 relic difference, right? Or now 5 relics difference, where it's like they're gaining such a, even if you say it's 50%, right? And we're losing 50%, that is such a big gap. It's just, it's a lot. I feel like if it was like a 20% swing across the 5 relic levels, and then, some sort of lower amounts as you get closer, I think I would be happy with that sort of figures. But yeah, I'm at the wrong end of this to be really, really pissed off about it. But I do understand why people are annoyed. And you've given a perfect example. Like, Thea Malakos is a massive team. And it's just going to be completely useless for you. So,
yeah, I can't use it anymore. As soon as this comes out, I can't use that team anymore. Yeah, until I throw relics into it, obviously. As soon as I throw relics into it, it'll be good again. But without throwing those relics into it, I just can't use that team anymore. Like it's just gonna sit there. Like some of my other teams. So it's like you're kind of forcing people's hands. And again, it doesn't matter what kind of relic, delta you throw into the game, that team's dead. It doesn't matter what the numbers are. I can't use that team anymore without relicking them.
Yeah. Like, I get why they do it. So Yvonne's saying, like, nobody asks for it. The CG is a business and the game is a business, and they're going to try and make money, right? A lot of people at sort of my level, like, this is the, whether you want to say it's the carrot or the stick, this is my kick in the ass to get my Traya team to more than Relic 5. They're going to get Relic levels out of a team that I was more than happy to leave at Relic 5. Been doing its job. It counters what I need it to counter. I didn't need it higher than Relic 5. But now I will. Because they're going to be severely underperforming, let's say. And they're trying to make money. So I get it.
Yeah, I mean, if you got into Kyber by being efficient and just being good at the game, you're not going to be in Kyber anymore. Yeah, I mean, you're just not, because you're not, if you don't have the relics to win, you're just not going to be in Kyber anymore. You're going to get knocked back down to a Rhodium.
Yeah.
Just because it doesn't matter how good you are at the game. If you're losing because you've got 3 or more relic levels down, like, because it's not just the amplified damage, but it's also the amplified lack of damage as well. And you have to combine those to really get a true sense of how much damage you're going to be doing. So even if they lower it to, we'll say 15% had 5 relics, that's actually 30% because there's a damage reduction and a damage boost for the other team.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what Bane is asking either. Let's see. You said something about open the gates on the ability to upgrade.
So, like, when you think about like your Seer Malakos team, have you got all the Omicrons on Malakos?
I have 2 of them, I think.
Okay.
I think I have 2 of them.
So they need to
I only put on what chat said I needed. I only put on what chat said I needed.
Yeah.
They're like, this is what you need. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, I think you can get away with 2, and I think the third one, it pretty sure on Malakos, all 3 of them are actually beneficial, but it's sort of like a luxury edition, I think. So, but yeah, if we're getting forced, let's say, to relic characters, they need to make it easier for their abilities to be upgraded as well, to make the characters either perform better if they're under relic, maybe, as well. It's probably also a point to make. Um,
Oh yeah, and I see what they're saying too. Like not just the relic materials, but like signal data. Yeah, I mean that's signal data is like the biggest problem, right? I mean, I can buy with the raid, I can buy all the other relic data I need or relic materials I need all day. I mean, I don't have any problem with that. Most of the time I'm spending it just so that I can grab the rest of my raid stuff. Um so it'd be a matter of yeah, signal data, right? I'd imagine even in game, or you guys, I imagine you guys still struggle with signal data.
yeah, signal data is definitely a big thing. And probably my most electrum conductors, which seems really weird, right? Because it's so far down the train, down the like it's a
Yeah.
really middle of the road one, but because we use so many of them, it just gets burned through so quickly. But it is easy to get. It's just one of those annoying things. You just have to make sure you farm the right nodes every day and slowly builds up. Yeah, but yeah, like
Yeah.
droid brains, plenty of them. Like they come in. Keypads are probably the second hardest. They're sort of like the Gita keypad things.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
second last
Those are
one.
expensive for MK3 too. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, because those are like ridiculously expensive.
yeah.
The droid brains, I imagine that's not a problem for me right now. But I don't have a ton. I have an 120 or
Oh yeah, that's
130.
good. Yeah,
We win all the time. We win all the time in TW, so I just keep getting them. But it's that is, but as soon as this gets implemented, right now you're trying to take more people to R9, you're gonna run out of this fast. You're gonna
yeah,
run out of those really fast.
yeah.
I mean that 120, that's only six R9s.
Correct. Yeah. So when
So
you start to think like most of the error battles now, they want you to relic nine something, whether it be
hmm
the whole team or just one or two characters, but otherwise you sort of fall behind. But you definitely get a boost if you got them at relic nine. You do get quite a bit back. So yeah, like the Jedi Master Mace, like 2,000 crystals.
hmm
Like you refresh. Yeah, actually, can you refresh it?
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
Um no, I don't think you can refresh the air battles. Um
You can,
well, I
because
think you can refresh the earlier ones, right?
yeah,
The
I just don't
earlier
know
ones where
about
it's giving you
maces.
shards.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah, I
even
think you can refresh
like
the
oh no, not the error battles. The Peridia Patrol you can do where it gives the
the
Omicrons
assault
and
battles. You're talking about the assault battles?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, my issue with the era battles is that they're era battles. Um Obviously if you're already getting like late game players like you were saying you get all the characters and stuff when they come out and all that, which is good. And but since you're already doing that, it's beneficial for you, right? It doesn't really, I mean obviously it would help my account if I did something like that, but it would be expensive. Um but my issue with the air battles is it's like so like with JMMW, right? It's like, do I want to push him to R9 immediately? Because if I push him to R9 immediately, if I as soon as I get him on this next release, if I push him to R9 immediately, I get maybe two air battles out of him before they take it away.
I don't
Because I
even
don't know
know
when
whether
he's going
you
to. I don't
get
know when that air battle's going away.
yeah, I don't know whether you'd get any because unless they bought it back for like Christmas and things like that, but because they did say that they would bring it back for certain events and whatever, but like I'm thinking like
I mean, I've
Christmas
had the DS clones
anniversary.
R9, and yeah, I have the DS clones at R9, and it hasn't helped me.
Correct.
And other
Yeah.
than the raid, so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, unless you're like day oneing or like within a week or two, like R9ing those guys, like that's not worth it in regard to the air battle. Um, so it's kind of a way for them to get you to um they were already trying to get you to R9 stuff, right? Like before the Relic Delta, they were
Yes.
already pushing toward that. It's not
Yeah.
like this is a new thing that they're trying to get you to do. They're trying to get you to spend those materials so that you have to go buy more stuff so that you have to spend more on their game, right? I mean, that's the whole point of what they're trying to
Yep.
do. And that's what they were doing with the air battles as well. And that's why they're rotating as well. Whereas the assault battles are permanent, with the air battles, they come, they go, and now you have to keep R9ing characters so that you keep using your materials, so that you keep spending money to get more materials.
Yep. Ignard, I think he calls them the rebates. So like you spent the money on the Relic 9s to get to that tier, and then you're getting something back. Which I think is a very like sensible way to look at it, because you're getting like, especially like Dark Side clones, right? You're getting them for the raid. We didn't know they were going to be a good team, but everybody sort of thought they were. So you were sort of already getting them there for Relic 9 for the raid. Turns out it was two really good teams. So we got a bonus free kick, whatever you want to call it, for that. Plus you got these, in quotation marks, rebates as well. So, but
Yeah.
not everything has given us that sort of level of sort of, yeah, of back pay, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. But
I mean, even then though, it's one of those, that's one of those hard places, man, because it's like, how many crystals did you spend to get there? Or how much money did you spend to get there
yeah,
in
dollar
some
wise.
cases? And then,
Yeah.
yeah, how much money did you spend? And then it's like, how does that convert into what you're getting from doing the air battle once a month?
Yeah.
But like they're saying, like Pridia seems to be refreshing twice. And also Avant said that I'm assuming that's how you say Avant's
Yeah.
name. Um, Avant was saying like you can in fact refresh it, but again, that's an assault battle, not an air battle, so you don't get all the same
Yeah.
great stuff that they give you in the air battle.
Yeah, Peridia Patrol, I know you can definitely refresh, because it gives you 5 Omicrons, 5 droid brain, like 5 Omicrons, all 5 droid brains, all 5 of the keypads. And I see that as like, any of those I'll gladly trade for 9,999 crystals. Or no, so
Oh,
999
hands down, yeah,
crystals.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because you're getting all those. It's like when they release those really shitty packs, and you're like, oh, is this crystal pack worth it? And you're looking at it and you're like, oh man, this looks really good. And then you go read it and you're like, oh, I only get one of
You get
those.
a chance of one. Yeah. One of the
I get a
10
chance
things
of one
there.
of the yeah, it's like, oh, this looked really good
Yeah.
until I read what it actually does.
Yeah. Yeah.
10,000 crystals is expensive,
Yeah.
but not when you're getting Omicrons and Zetas and relic data
It's only
and signal
1,000.
data
I
and
I messed up
oh
the numbers.
yeah.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
only
But even then,
999.
depending on what they're giving you, I know whatever they're giving you is worthwhile because you're not the only one doing it. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. Yeah. It's like I said, it's like a good version of those shitty packs that they give you where, yeah,
So
where you're like, do I take the risk?
so how many relic do you know, like roughly how many relic 9s you have?
I think I have six,
Okay.
5 or 6. I've got none of my none of my GLs are R9 actually.
Yeah, right.
I've got Bane, um, DR, Malgus, Malik. No, no, maybe I only have 4. I thought I had 6. I think I only have 4. Yeah, I've got
You have
Malik,
profundity?
Malgus, DR, and Bane. No, I don't have Profundity
Okay.
yet. Yeah,
Because
so I will
that's,
have Adrad because that's in my farming for the next few months. So
yeah.
I'll have him in a few months. So I'll have 5 or so. One of the guys in my actually I think it was Halsey wanted me to do R9 Grievous. So we're gonna be doing an
Yeah.
R9 Grievous as well.
Yep. Okay. Not
Just
too
for
bad.
funsies for Halsey.
Yeah. I just it just came thinking out loud. So I'm trying to find, I have 34 relic 9s, and I do not have anywhere near a lot. Like obviously some accounts are full relic 9 in the game.
Yeah,
So
full Relic 9. I mean, that's a lot, right?
every single
So
character is relic 9. So even the new ones, because they've got the materials and whatnot saved up, they'll unlock them, take them to relic 9. So
Yeah, Owie messaged me yesterday. He has 107 Relic 9s on his main. So
Okay. Yeah. So even
yeah.
there,
And he's
like,
got a big account. So it's like he's not even
yeah, it's
it's
literally
gonna be
got
like the
three
big,
times what I
big,
meant.
big accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the really big accounts that are gonna be dominating Kyber 1 with the new update.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, you can say like this is the push, right, to get people to have more or higher relics, but it's going to take years. Even if Owie was to stop playing, it would take me years to get 100 extra or another 60 something relic 9s just to catch up with him right now. It would take me years. Like, yeah. And that's just thinking about just purely the droid brain collection that you would need. Because it's what, 20 by
It's
70,
20.
1400 droid brains. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, you get five a TW if you win,
Yeah.
right? If you're getting the episode pass, I think you get 5 a month from that.
Yes. So we're at
Um,
15 a month.
and then
Fruity
yeah, I
Patrol
mean,
could be another 5 or possibly 10.
yeah,
Yep.
so
So we're,
possibly 10. So that's 25 a month,
yep.
and you got to get the 1400.
Yep.
Um, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
A
months.
lot of months.
That's years. That's years. Yeah, I mean
And that's assuming that Fruity
it's like you're
Patrol
not
comes
going to
back.
catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not catching up. That's essentially what it comes. If the person is still playing the game, there's no catch up mechanic for catching that person.
Oh,
If they're still playing the game, right? Like if they don't quit, you're not catching up to that person.
how many
Like
years do you reckon it
unless you're
is?
spending money. You could catch up spending money, right? You
Yeah.
could catch up
True.
spending money.
Yeah. It is
So
4.6 years if Owie was to quit today.
wow. For you to catch up to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Without spending money or getting lucky and random droid brain packs from slicer bundles and stuff like that, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ray said he has 26. Jack, you've got 28. And you guys just, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like and I'm assuming most of you guys are all high Kyber, like Kyber 2, Kyber 1, Kyber 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're not going to be Kyber 1, Kyber 2 anymore. I mean, that's the reality. Like,
Yeah.
you're just not going to be. Like, all somebody has to do, they don't even have to put good teams. All they have to do is put teams that are R9.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to be good teams. Like you don't need to put your GLs on defense. But if they do, if they just decide, hey, I'm going to put all my GLs on defense, I'm going to R9 my GLs if they're not already R9. I'm assuming if you have that many, they're all your GLs are already R9. So you just throw all your R9 GLs on defense, and now all the non-whales are stuck. They're just stuck. Like they can't beat you. Like because you're not going to beat an R9 GL with an R6 or R7.
Look at Bane. So he said Bane has 95 Relic 9s at 16 million, and he faced a 16.3 million that had 198 Relic 9s. 300k difference in GP, but like double, more than double the amount of Relic 9s. That's just, that's crazy. And it's, yeah. He will literally have enough Relic 9s to put down. So what is that? You got 5 characters, especially in 5v5, 5 characters. Yeah. 10 teams. So he'd have enough to put down a full board of Relic 9s more than what Bane has. I think you might have frozen. But yeah. Oh, you back? Okay.
Yeah, my bad. My internet blipped or something. I don't know
He
what's
was like,
going
you
on.
just stopped
It does it while I'm
moving.
streaming sometimes. Yeah, it does that while I'm streaming sometimes too, man. It I don't know what it is. I think it's this. I've got a switch on my on my desk,
Oh, yep.
like a little mini switch because I got a lot of stuff plugged in. And every now and then, it's been recently. I might need a new one because recently, like just randomly, I'll be streaming and it's like, oh, my stream just went out.
Oh, yeah.
And I look at my phone and I'm like, well, it's not my internet because my phone's still working.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah, I think if Bane faced that guy in this new Delta um era coming up, he would the other guy would be able to place a full Relic 9 every character on the board and still have the same amount of GLs for attack as Bane has.
yeah. Yeah, and the only thing that Bane can do is keep his GLs on offense because he's going to need them to go against the other guys
Yeah.
R9s. Now he might actually with 96 GLs, let's see, 'cause it's 5 per team. He might be able to put some R9s on defense, but even then, the other guy's going to have full R9. Like he's still going to have a full, like you said, a full board of R9s for offense. So he's pretty much just going to walk through you. He's just going to walk through you. That's what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to be a no contest. He's just going to walk through your teams.
Yeah. Yeah. I keep going back to like the negotiation side of things, that if this is really what they want, or is there something else that's sort of in their back pocket, and this is sort of like, oh well, we're not going to do this, but we're going to do this, which is slightly better in our opinion, but is actually going to be more beneficial for them. I don't know.
Um, I
I'm
think
putting my negotiation hat on for work. And I'm like, yeah,
I I think this is where they're going. I don't think they're doing like I don't think they're going that hard into it where it's like, oh, we're trying to get something else, so we're gonna give you this really shitty thing, and then we're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna take it back and give you this other shitty thing. I don't think that's what they're doing. I
yeah,
think you were right the first time where they're giving us this shitty thing and they're making it really shitty
yeah,
and letting us like negotiate down to what they want.
yeah.
Like they already had numbers in mind that they were willing to accept. Um, or maybe this is kind of what they wanted, and they like this was like, oh, maybe this will be acceptable. We play tested it, right? Obviously, their play testing versus our play testing is not going to be the same. Because I don't think we play the game the same way they do. If they play the game. And but I think there's a certain number they're willing to go to. And that's the only number they're willing to go to, though. Like, I think they have a set number where it's like, this is the lowest we're going to get, and we're not going to go below that. And we could get them to that number.
Oh, he's frozen again. I To answer you, Avant, where negotiations, is this really where you would start? 100% is where you would start. So you want to negotiate probably 3 or 4 times and get to the point where you have determined you are accepted of as a company.
Right.
So maybe their end number is 50% for the full all relic, the 5 levels, 5 relic difference. Maybe 50% is their acceptable number, like either way. So you start at 95 and come down to 50%. Us as players are going to be like, oh, well, that's only half as bad as what it was, ish, right? And maybe we accept it.
Yeah.
Maybe there's still a fucking
Yeah.
outrage and nothing happens, but 100% you start
I don't
really shit.
I don't think in any case at all nothing happens. I think what's going to happen is they're going to lose a lot of their big player base that currently exists. And the late game players at like Bane, right? Where Morning Tasnix, a lot of the late game players that like Bane, where he's got 95, right, and he can't stay in Kyber 1 because you're not going to beat that guy that he was going against. Like that's not possible. You can't beat that guy. So players like that are going to end up quitting the game, and your player base is really going to end up being people who are willing to deal with it. I'm not going to quit. I play the game. I don't play the game because it's the most amazing game ever. I play it because I love Star Wars. Um, and you're going to get people like that. Also, I like streaming the game, so I have fun with that. But then you're going to end up with a new player base that it already existed when they started playing the game. And
It'd
so
be
they're not
normal.
offended by the fact that it exists
Mm,
because it was already there when they started playing the game. And that's just part of their life and they understand, and that's just the way it works.
yeah.
Or the game's going to die because so many people quit all at one time that their revenue dies. And then they're going to backtrack and try to take it back, and nobody's going to want to come back and play. Those are my
So
thoughts.
I haven't played Marvel Strike. Well, I did play it for like a week, but that was because Bones was doing like a promotion thing and it was uh helped him out money wise if we all played it right. So but apparently they like this is like a carbon copy of what they've done. And the number that I've seen floating around is that 20% of their players just left. Just was like, fuck this, we're out. 20% of
Well, that's going to
is a
happen.
lot.
That's going to happen. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 20% of the spenders. Like
Oh, yeah.
people who are playing for free, like people who are playing for free, um, most of the people playing for free. I can't say I'm not gonna make a blanket statement and say all the people playing for free. Most of the people playing for free aren't going to be that affected by this, because they're in a lot of the player base. I know we always I'm sorry. So we always look at this from like the top level, right? Like everybody's looking at this like, oh, in Kyber, like you're not gonna be able to beat these R9s. We're only looking at the top levels. When you get down to chromium, bronzium, carbonite, it's already fucked anyways. It's already fucked anyways. It's not gonna affect those guys that much because you're not gonna be going against that much of a delta between your relic levels. And if you are,
Yeah.
you were already screwed in the first place more than likely. Like we were talking about earlier with my little accounts in Carbonite, I'm already screwed anyway. That doesn't affect me at all. This change doesn't affect that account at all. I'm already fucked in Carbonite.
Yeah.
I can't win anyways. Doesn't affect me in the least. I don't care what they do as far as my little account goes. So
Mm.
those people, they're like, why do I care about this? It's not that big of a deal. And I've seen a lot of people, smaller accounts and newer players and stuff like that that really aren't that upset by it. And they're like, well, let's just see what happens. I'm not let's just see how it works.
Yeah.
But again, it's not going to affect those people as nearly as much as it's going to affect um the mid to end game players, like higher mid game, like the 10 mil to like even my account. I mean, it's going to affect me drastically, like we were talking about. So maybe 9 mil to end game, like it's gonna really change the game for that. But other than that, like lower tier player or like lower tier in GAC stuff like that, it's not they're not gonna feel it as much. So they might not care as much. So it's gonna be you're losing the people who spend the most money if anybody's upset, really,
Yeah.
because those are the end game players.
I so a lot of focus has been put on GAC, right? And how it's going to affect GAC. But on the flip side, when it comes to TB and even Conquest, I see a lot of that as positives because it's actually going to make a lot of that stuff quite easy. When you sort of think of like the level 1 or the first planets in Rise of the Empire, they're all classed as Relic 5, I believe. So if you're going in there with like your
Mhm.
Relic 8, 9, like you're going to press auto by, most people already do. But you're going to press auto and it's going to be done, right? When you start to get up to like your Relic 8, Relic 9 planets, it's going to be basically what it already is. So you're not actually losing anything like you are in the GAC world. And then Conquest is the same. Like those first few sectors, they're going to be a lot easier. When it gets to the later ones, you're probably going to be in the same position. You're not gonna lose out. The only thing which
You're not losing too much. You are gonna lose out on cheesing though. So there's no
yes,
more cheesing, right?
correct. Yeah,
Yeah. There's no more cheesing. There's no more taking my my JMK in with my Padawan Obi-Wan who's gear 10
yeah,
and because he's got an Omicron. Now all of a sudden I can do stuff that I couldn't do before
Yeah.
because I've got this guy with an Omicron. It's like, no, I'm just gonna lose. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna lose. There's no more doing that. That cheesing's gone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Which is
Yeah. But then another thing we haven't been talking about that you were talking about earlier is like TW, right? Like everybody's talking about GAC. There are people who like TW. I don't care about TW. I just want droid brains. But um as far as like there are a lot of people who enjoy doing TW. And why? I don't know, but they do. And it's gonna it's gonna have the same effect in actually it's gonna have possibly more of an effect in TW than it does in GAC, or about the same. But these guilds where these high level guilds, like the one that you're in, um, they're just gonna win. There is no punching up. There's no possibly beating them. You
true.
just drop all you just dump all your R9s on your front line and you win.
Yeah. Mm.
You know, like
Yeah.
like even smaller guilds actually, like we have a couple in my one of my guilds, the Arctic Academy on my middle guild. We have a couple people with big accounts that just wanted to like chill and hang out. And they already all they need to do is drop some GLs. But once this comes out, they can just again, but once the difference is when they drop those GLs, nobody's gonna beat them. Every now and then somebody will like break through one of those GLs or something. That won't happen anymore because they can't beat those guys. Because
Yeah.
again, there's no teams that you can counter it with, no Datacron you can throw on. Because it doesn't matter what your Datacron is if I got you by 4 relics.
Mm. Yeah. I can the overarching idea I understand, like the people who've put the effort or the resources into relicking characters getting some sort of bonus for that or reward, however you want to look at it. I get that and it makes sense overall, right? The values is, I think, what really needs to be like, yeah, whatever percentage CG's got in mind is going to be what we end up with, right? But
Mhm.
we need to be um, constructively against the numbers so that they do bring it down as far as possible. But I think in the end of the day, it's going to end up where CG wants it to end up.
Yeah, I agree. And I like that. I like that point though, that it needs to be constructively. It needs to be any feedback we have needs to be presented like we're adults, right?
Correct.
Not like a child throwing a tantrum,
Yeah.
like Bones was doing. Like,
Yeah.
but no, I mean, but in all seriousness, like it needs to be done professionally. Like if I was upset with something my boss was doing, it needs to be I need to have information and I need to present it in a way that they can understand what it's going to do and how this is going to adversely affect not just my experience but the overall experience of the game
Yeah.
for people that mainly spend the most amount of money in the game. How is it going to affect those people? Nobody wants to play a game where they just win all the time, you know? Nobody wants that. You might think you want that until it happens, right?
Well,
And
actually,
then it's
so
like, now I'm bored as shit.
in chat, Tassanex, he's number, like, at worst, he's like number 5 in the world, right? For GAC. He, at the moment, another bug in the game is all these Erodium level players. So think your 5, 6, 8 million accounts get plonked at the very, very, very top of Kyber 1. Literally versing the top 8 players in the world. They just got plonked in there.
Mm.
So Tassanex will do his stream versing like legitimate opponents. But then he'll have like an Erodium or 2 Erodiums in his bracket, and he'll get matched up with them, which means that not only has he got nothing to stream, so he hasn't got whether he gets income or whatnot from the stream, right? But he's missing
Hmm.
out that enjoyment of streaming his account, playing the game he likes, etc., etc. but he also then doesn't get any data. And like, think this week where we've got Hondo come out. Well, what beats Hondo? He hasn't had a chance to verse a Hondo. He hasn't had someone attack his Hondo. Like, all of that sort of stuff is going to have a lack of information come the end of the week. So it's he is like a very unique case, I guess, right? Being so high up, but
No, he's a good example though. I
yeah,
like that example because yeah, no, that's a good example because those are the people I'm talking about, right? And those are the people that they need to worry about because these are the people that are spending money on the game. Like these are those accounts are the ones that are spending money on the game. And um they like what is the purpose of doing GAC if I'm not going to get enjoyment out of doing GAC? I play this game to have fun, and if I'm not having fun playing the game anymore, I'm not going to play the game anymore. Um, I mean,
yeah,
I used to be like in my mid to late 20s, I was like ridiculously good at Call of Duty. Like I can't even tell you, it was like insane, and we pretty much didn't lose, and it wasn't fun. I got to the point where it was like I just played so much and I got so good at the game that I just didn't have fun anymore. Like I
yeah,
had to find other ways to have fun in the game. And that's kind of how the direction they're moving for their overarching game, not just for individuals, but for the game in general, where it's like if you have such a high level account, all you have to do is put R9s. I mean, that's all you have to do.
yeah.
Um, yeah. But also I wanted to Avant, when you said if 5% is what I'll accept, should I counter with 2%? Is that good negotiating? I would say no, just because and I think you're being facetious, but um, I would say no only because they're already so high that if you're trying to negotiate 2% and they're at 95%, for instance, like that's no, that's not good negotiating. No, that's not good negotiating. Because you're going so far down on the spectrum that it's unreasonable based on the original offer, unless you're just trying to say fuck you.
I think that
Yeah.
I think what we as a community need to do is just to be us giving them figures is not really gonna be the end goal. I think it's more we just need to be um like once again like constructively saying that those numbers are not good enough. We need to make them lower and give examples of reasoning, right? So I think might have even been Egnard said that a Relic 9 Cup had beaten a Relic 5 layer team, like Galactic Legend layer got soloed by a Relic 9 Cup, right? There's an example where it's like, why? Like, I mean, why have you got a Relic 5 layer? We get the Relic 9 Cup because it came out as a pack, but that should not be a counter, like, ever. And that's an example
Well,
where you go,
I shouldn't be able to take my $5 LSB and go beat a GL.
yeah,
I mean, I bought the cup bundle too. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. Like, why wouldn't I? It's an R9. I mean, yeah, I get it's a shitty R9, but it's an R9. Like, I'll
okay.
spend $5 on an R9.
Jack
You know?
Daniels Jack Daniels saying that Leia still won, but it took 3 minutes to beat
Hmm.
the cup. Okay, so it's not quite so bad,
Gotcha.
but it's still a bit unusual.
That's still bad though. No, I mean, let's be real. Leia's debatably or not debatably like the best GL. Um, essentially, like if not the best, like definitely up there. And to not be able to beat Cup, I mean, or take 3 minutes to beat Cup, like that should be an instant win. Instant win. Like, I mean, Drogon does so much damage. I mean, I can't even. Uh, every time that guy hits one of my characters, I want to slam my keyboard down on the table.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Um, I'm being mindful of time because I just realized we're at like an hour 20. So
I've got about 6 minutes left. Yeah.
okay, all right. Have you got any final wrap up thoughts? there is like we've got podcast questions, and Jack Daniels is sort of,
Yeah, let's read a question.
do you want me to, it's sort of, it's on the relic data stuff, so it might be so he says, what's to stop a mid-tier guild from acquiring a single whale account, retiring player, someone who's playing casual, to anchor the front wall with relic nines? So that's on that topic.
What's to keep them from doing that?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What's to stop a mid-tier guild from acquiring a single whale account from a retired player or something? Oh, well,
So
so that
you've
goes,
got this
man,
example, right?
that's a good, yeah, that's a good question, Jack, and I have that exact answer actually, because like I said, I've got a newer guild that I've been helping grow, and in the Arctic Academy, and we've got a couple big accounts, like 10 to 12 million accounts with we're 130 mil GP. And yeah, all we have to do right now, anyways, even without the relic delta, is put GLs on defense, really, for the most part. We have been running into recently, because we have such a high win rate, we're like 19-0, that we've been running into other guilds now that
Yeah.
have some GLs. But these accounts are so big that they do have R9s. And if I was in charge of TW, which I can't. I mean, if I want to make recommendations, I can. Obviously, I'm a guild officer. Um, I would just put the R9s on defense, and we win. So there's nothing stopping them from doing that. And that's
Yeah.
actually, if I was in charge of that guild, that's what I would do. Is I would hard target getting an account from a retire. I would do something like that to try to win TW.
And literally all their job in TW is just put all your characters on defense and have tomorrow
Yeah.
off. Like, yeah.
Yeah, essentially, right? Like there's people retiring all the time, giving
Yeah.
away accounts and stuff. Like get one of those accounts,
Yeah.
throw it on defense, and you win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would be that'd be mine. And I wanted to answer Bane's question too. My favorite ride at Disney.
Yep. Go for it.
I just saw that. My favorite ride at Disney was the Resistance ride, actually, in Galaxy's Edge.
Okay.
Funnily enough, it was actually my daughter's favorite ride as well. Um, and I think it was pretty much everybody's favorite ride, even though I'm like the huge Star Wars fan. I think everybody just liked it in general. So it's the one, I don't remember what it's called, but essentially you get captured by the First Order, the Resistance, like you're being transported and they capture you and then they come save you. And it's really fun. It's a really
Okay.
fun ride. So I think that was my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
You
Well,
think I gave Rancor's tale about your Disney ride preference?
that's our bot. It just
I
randomly
like it.
chips into the
I like it.
conversations and stuff. Some of the time it's just like he's just fucking ruthless, but yeah.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
a good one.
But so yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up because you've got other duties left or this
Yeah,
morning for you.
I got family stuff I got to do in 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
like I said, we're more than
I
happy
can
for you to
usually go
come.
longer. I can usually go longer, just so you know.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
we have some stuff going on
Yeah.
for a while, so this will be about the time that I'm hopping off every day, or every day. Yeah, every day from now on. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we're more than happy. You've got the link there so you can hop in at any time, even if it's just to be like, nah, I don't agree with that. Give us your view and then jump out or whatever. That's always welcome. So but yeah, no, it was really good actually chatting to you. Yeah, haven't, obviously we're at sort of opposite parts of the world, so it's not likely we'll always cross, but yeah, we'll keep
Yeah,
raiding
no, I
with you.
appreciate you guys having me on, man. I've had a good time. I had a good time hanging out with you guys today. Yeah, it's fun because like there's some people I don't usually get to talk to.
Mhm.
And then obviously there's some people that I talk to all the time.
Did we
And
you
I don't
should
ever
pimp
get to
your
talk to
stuff
you
too.
because you go to sleep. I should do what?
Pimp your stuff. Hang on, I'll
Oh, pimp my stuff.
yeah.
Well, obviously my Twitch is right there, but
Yes.
so if you guys obviously, yeah, if you guys want, yeah, go follow.
But
If you wait to follow, actually, if you follow me now because I'm on this stream, I'll do a berm dance on the next stream if you stop by. I don't know if you've seen. So, um, yeah, if you guys go drop me a follow, I'll try to remember. I have it. OBS tells us when people followed, even if I'm not live. Um,
And you're on
so
YouTube?
and I'll do that. And I'm on YouTube. My YouTube is slightly different, just because some stuff happened in life, and I deleted my old one, so I have a new one. And I'd really appreciate people stopping by and dropping a subscribe on there. If you
Well, the
guys
link
could,
didn't
I
work.
would, yeah, really.
Ah, the link didn't work. So
Uh,
wonder if I can do the links.
oh, yeah, I probably just can't do it.
Okay,
Yeah, there
there
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah, so if you guys could do that, that'd be great. I would really appreciate the YouTube, also
Oh, I
Twitch
did
as
the
well.
yeah.
But
Sorry, I did the Twitch one
agreed.
again. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Um, Jack, good perspective. It's silky smooth voice. Oh yeah.
I
uh,
think you read out the ads
so
right when we
I
were on Bones, the Chat
I
GTV
did I
ads.
did.
Yeah, that
Here
was good.
I'll read one of them one more time actually because I had fun doing that. Which one was my favorite one? I'll do one more of those. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do the Hut Fitness program again, unless you
Yeah.
have one more. But I gotta go, so actually, I'll just read this one. Hut Fitness program. Want to lose weight, build muscle, and take control of your criminal empire? Then join Java's Hutness Bootcamp. Only 18 easy payments of 10,000 credits. Results not guaranteed. In fact, you'll probably get fatter.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome. But yes,
cool.
really
All right, man.
enjoyed
Well, I gotta
chatting with
get.
you. And
Yep. Yep.
I'll see you very soon, hopefully. You're always welcome.
All right. Thank
Alrighty.
you. Bye,
And
guys.
see ya. And I think next week we might have Womprat back. I'm not 100% sure just yet. And yeah, if you got honestly, if you guys aren't on like a Discord with server with like Eggnards or Scribe or something like that, absolutely go onto one of them and constructively give your feedback so that it can help. There's no use going in there all cranky pants and because they'll just ignore that sort of stuff. But if you can give proper examples on what you think could be problems with it, I'm sure that'll be very beneficial. And yeah, hopefully we get a bit more clarity on it during the week. So we've got a bit more information for next week. But yeah, other than that, guys, we'll see you next week. I'm gonna try. I guess we could probably raid into Womprat because he's over there playing Dune at the moment. So I'll cross that, and then I'm gonna head to bed. All right. So yeah, thank you guys for coming along. Hope you guys enjoyed Berm being on. I think they're trying to get him on the Scoundrels as well. So you'll get to hear him for a bit longer over there as well. Yeah, really good guy. So and go and follow him on his YouTube or subscribe, I think it's called over there. But yeah. Anyway, have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you next week.